ready?
I was born ready.
Okay then, let's begin.
Thank you guys for tuning in today. This is another episode of Inside ZD Wines, and we are very happy that you are here with us on this beautiful day. We are at the beautiful Dolores family, Carneros Estates in Carneros, Napa Valley. This property has been in the Dolores family for quite a few years. It's on 32 acres. We have Chardonnay and Pinot Noir planted here. It's extraordinary space. Today, I'm excited to announce that we have a really amazing guest, and you're only going to get a little sneak peek of him today. He is our winemaker. He's our partner. Give a warm welcome to Mr. Brandon Dolores.
Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome, sir. Is it true that I heard that you really are into hip-hop music? You have an appreciation for it. When did that come about? Awesome. Who are some of your favorite artists?
Oh boy.
One artist.
Well, I could say, who got me into hip hop to begin. My mom bought me a MC Hammer tape.
I used to have the MC Hammer pants.
I think a lot of people did.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Can't touch this.
Memorize that.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thanks for joining us today. You're part of a 50-year legacy that your grandfather started in 1969. What were some of the stories, or maybe a story from your early childhood, that either Norman, your grandfather, or your dad was like growing up in the wine industry? Can you think of one?
Well, honestly, for me, growing up with it was just life.
Yeah.
Totally normal. I grew up normal kid, quiet. I had this opportunity to work, and so, from a very, young age, I just enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I had the family there. Our cellar crew was always friendly to me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the work, and so there was never really a question in my mind. I just embraced it.
Yeah. I remember when we were at the celebration of life for your grandmother, and your dad was speaking, and he said something that really resonated with me. Working and living with your family day in and day out, you were most likely never not around your family. And he said, because of that, he felt that you guys were much, much closer. Was that your experience?
Yeah, totally. I mean, you always learn a lot from your parents, and, take a lot from, of course, your entire growing up experience. But then when, you have that opportunity to also be working side by side, it definitely creates that additional, level of, togetherness.
Yeah. What do you love about the work? What is it about it that really resonates with you?
The family element, I think, definitely had and still does play a big part, but also the physical nature of it, the level of creativity, the attention to detail that's required.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know. It's fun.
Okay.
I have a great job.
That's awesome. You definitely do.
Yeah.
Your father was the youngest winemaker in Napa Valley at what time? What period was that again?
He got promoted, I think, just before I was born, 1981.
1981. And he was instrumental in employing a lot of the winemaking practices I know that we use for our California Chardonnay that ultimately made that Chardonnay what it is today, often some of the best in the country. What did you learn from your dad?
I took a lot from my parents.
Yeah.
I had very caring, involved parents, so thanks, Mom and Dad. Right off the bat, I think, my dad did a lot in developing my work ethic. And I think that, having a strong work ethic is something that's taught and learned.
Can you expand on that a little bit? Maybe some of the things, or one thing that he would do, just in terms of there's something that he did specifically? Because I have a very similar experience with my dad, so I'm very curious about that. Can you think of anything specifically?
Yeah, so I mean, just going back to day one, you know, being 11 and 12, working on the bottling line.
Yeah.
Especially in the old days, the bottling line would shut down quite often because our equipment was not as fancy as it is today.
Got it.
And he would step out of the bottling room and, you know, instruct the crew, even if the line is shut down,
Yeah.
make it appear that you're busy and doing something. Trick me. And as long as you can trick me into making it look like you're doing something and being productive, you will be being productive. And just always have that mentality where there is no such thing as downtime. There's always more to do.
I love
You
it.
can always do a better job.
I love it. Thanks for sharing that. And guys, if you have any questions for Brandon, definitely drop them down in the comments. This is not going to be the last we're going to speak with Brandon. This is just going to be a short little interview so you can kind of get to know him. But thank you guys for tuning in. We look forward to sharing more episodes from you. We definitely want to hear from you. So drop your comments down there, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again, Brandon.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.